I get it. You're well informed. Can we move this along to the point of our conversation here?
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
You need better security. People need better security. Anybody could have lifted those chemicals. I'm listening.
Yes, I'm aware that you stole a batch of precious chemicals and destroyed an important experiment. Enterprising of you, if irritating.
I do my
My
best.
scientists tell me they'll restore the damage you've done within a matter of months. But I'm not here to talk about minor setbacks. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. All right, convince me. Wanted for what exactly? The answer is no.
You are making a serious mistake.
Your first mistake was trying to get me
Adjutant
to
Akonde's call has been terminated.
turn on Phineas.
Will there be anything else, Captain?
Nope, not at all. Let's get out of here. Phineas? Salty old sea dog.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
I got your chemicals for you, buddy. Sam, Felix, let's go meet the doc. Whoa. Let's see here. Phineas! Oh, buddy, old pal.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists.
All right, way to be productive.
All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
I got a lot for you, buddy. Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony is on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion.
That's not what I mean.
Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning to freeze every worker. The board's got a plan to save us. They're going to freeze all the workers. It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every work in Halcyon. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse?
Total.
And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Pretty much.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us?
Yes.
That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives.
Yeah, well.
Those poor people. They
Sacrifices
must have
had to
died
be
in
made.
agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
I think they were trying to splice human DNA with Raptidon DNA.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem.
No, they're not.
I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
Mm-hmm.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis.
Not really.
Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Oh, no, they're not. We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do. So that's it. We just give up. All the trouble I went through for nothing. The colony's a mess. I'm glad to put this behind me as soon as I get a chance.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
That might be a good start.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak.
What?
We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Okay. There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Yes. Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable, of course.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise.
Experimental methods for killing noxious life forms are not covered under this unit's limited liability agreement.
Really?
Well said, whatever you are. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive.
Okay.
Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
This plan is insane. I need some time to think it over. It's my own plan. It's not insane. It's genius.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
The board are now angry. All right. Let's see. We are going to go back to our ship. We're going to gather up some things and go sell them off. Since we now have hit level 30, it means that we have the ability to put some points back into science, which gives us a natural 100, which is what we wanted. I don't want to know what I want to do with the other 8 points yet. Yeah, I have no idea. So we'll skip that. Perk-wise, I don't know where I want to spend more perks. I guess we could spend them on... Headshots deal 25%. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. Killing an enemy... Your next attack, guaranteed crit. Movement speed during TDD, damage, detection radius of enemies, dialogue skills when you have no companion, vendor buying price. Let's go with that. I don't have anything else I really care to spend points on. I'm sure there's other stuff that's good, but meh. Felix. Got another point. Let's see here. Chance of immediately resetting this when they perform a companion ability. Increase the damage dealt by their ability. Equip time. Damage to corporate military. Yes. Alright, that's Felix. And Sam. Buddy. What do you want? reset their ability on cooldown, or on a kill, or reset ability cooldown on ability use. Kill use, kill use, kill use. Let's do kill. Alright.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I'm sure they are. Let's do some transfer action here. And do we have crap in our inventory? Actually, you know what? No, we don't. I think we want to sell most of this. I don't think there's anything we really want to hold on to other than the stuff that we're already holding on to for a reason. Oh, good Lord have mercy on my soul. All right. So what I would like to do, here's the plan. We have about 30,000 right now, and in order to upgrade one of our weapons, let's go down and...
You're adjusting before you pull.
So, tinker. It's about 31,000 to upgrade one of our weapons. So, what we would need to do, we need to sell off some gear and see if we can't get up to the ability to upgrade these a few more times, especially this one. But before we do that, we need to sell off a lot of armor and all that good stuff. So what I am going to do is I am going to save, and then we're going to go to the Groundbreaker. I'm going to sell off a bunch of armor, I'll come back, and we'll do the upgrades and all that good stuff. But I don't want to do that in the video because it's nonsense. It's not exciting. But we'll save here and be back with the continuing saga of Outer Worlds in just a moment. Alright, now that I've done some selling, if we go into here, you can see, I know that we're fairly close to the end of the game here, so I took and I sold off all the extra stuff for our consumables that I didn't need, sold off a bunch of this stuff. There's still a few things left in here that I couldn't carry with me, sold off most of our armor that we don't need, and still holding on to some of these weapons because I may want to come back and play with them at some point. I don't know. I don't know what DLCs there lie in the future. So anyways, one of the things I did find when I went to Fallbrook to do some selling is I found this Cowboy Hat, which has got pretty much no armor on it, but it does have +5 long guns, which is what I'm going to keep because, yeah. And as I was selling things off, I did remember that we had this Sugar Ops armor, so we're going to swap Felix's armor out for this and do a little tinkering on it. Ultimately, we only wound up with about 60,000 in bits, so we only picked up like another 20,000 bits after all that selling. So yeah, we could probably sell off all those weapons and have a little bit more.
Okay.
I don't know how much it's really going to be worth though. So let's tinker a bit on this armor and see if we can't bump up Felix's armor a bit. Currently he's wearing construction armor that by default has like 43 on it, I think. Sorry, tinker armor, he's wearing, why can't we tinker the construction armor? Is it this? Yes, heavy construction gear. So it's level 16 and its base is 43 with +5 melee. This one is level 17, base 41, +5 defense, and also it's got a few other items in here. So this is going to make him more effective if we work on this. So we'll tinker this a bit. We don't want to let it get too expensive, but given the fact that we have 100 points in science, we can tinker a bit. I think that's good enough. We may tinker a bit on this. Get that up to level 6 because, you know, that's important. That's not really going to matter. So that's what we want to do there. As far as tinkering on weapons, this is what Felix is rocking right now. We're going to tinker a little more on this. Let's see if we can't bump that up a bit. And then our last tinker is going to be on our own weapon here to bump it up to 34. And that is all the money that we have for doing that kind of stuff. Let's go swap out Felix's armor while we are thinking about it. Felix, you get the nice pretty pink armor. That actually looks, that armor looks so bad though. Or bad isn't good. That it really is a good looking armor. Like, I don't care if it's pink or not, it looks good. That's pretty awesome. And for ourselves, we're gonna get rid of this clown helmet that we've been wearing when we have since it's got +5 long guns on it. And we're gonna slap on the old cowboy hat. Yeah. All right.
You'll get it. I promise.
We're going to be getting into some combat, so due to that, we would, it's not a bad idea to have something on us that's going to help out. If we go into, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, Felix would be a little bit more effective if we gave him this. It is light, it is long guns, but it will increase his, no, it won't. This is defense skills and ranged weapons. Yeah, no, long guns isn't going to help him, so let's put it back in here. Alright, so we'll put that in there. The rest of the stuff we're just going to keep because it's ours. That's not what I wanted to do. Put that back. I thought, yeah, let's ditch that in there. That's heavy. We don't want to carry that around with us. Alright, that's all we need. Sorry, a little bit of maintenance on all of that stuff. Now, let's go.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain.
Yes?
Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
I know. Let's go from Monarch, where we are right now, and go back to the Hope. Just FYI, by this point in the game, I thought we were getting our best discounts on Monarch with 41%. But we are not. We are getting the same discount of 41% on the Groundbreaker, and it's all due to your reputation. So once you get your reputation, once you get your reputation to a point where you are revering with Sublight, Monarch, Iconic Class, Groundbreaker, everybody's going to be giving you the same discount, unless I think if you go negative, it may kind of be an offset. But you can see right here, the faction effects, our vendor prices are reduced by 25%, 25%, 25%, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, check that as you're going through and see who you're going to get the best results from selling to. But I'm pretty sure that as long as you go with one of your revering ones and you don't have a giant offset on the negative, I think you're pretty much going to be okay. Yeah, the board is obviously not going to be, vendor prices are increased by 25%, vendor increases are reduced by 25%, so you can tell the board is quite displeased with us at the moment.
I hope Dr. Wells has...
Yes, I hope Dr. Wells and blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the Hope.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
I can do that.
You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Her central computer's a pushover, that's no problem. What's going to happen if I skip the Hope? Who cares what's going to happen if we skip the Hope? Let's just do it, cross our fingers, and hope for the best. Alright, on to the Hope we go, and we're going to take our Felix with his fancy new pink armor, and Sam. Oh, I wish I could just, can I customize Sam? And I give him a new paint job or something. I love Sam. Alright, we're on the Hope. Hey, when you get on the Hope, just FYI, there are bad guys on the Hope, and there is no point, like if you're already if the board already dislikes you, there is really 0 point in doing anything other than just getting crazy and starting taking out guards, because it's just not going to matter. Now, if you're trying to preserve your board reputation, things change a little bit. That math changes a little bit, but for us, we don't care. Let's see what we got around here that we can play with. Alright, let's send... Hey, Sam. See that corporate recruit? Go get him.
Wash mode on.
Let's take him down!
You guys go kill stuff.
Cleaning cycle complete.
Felix, get away from me with that. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Jackass is incoming!
Get him. Get him. I got looting to do.
Job classification. Flawlessly finished.
Yes, well done. Well done indeed. Let's walk around here and do a little bit of looting. See if anyone's got anything interesting for us. No. What? Mechanical sentry? Yes? No? 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 Okay. And there was one more guard that they took out down here. I don't know where his body wound up going, but it wasn't him. Not over here. They walked down here to deal with him. It wasn't a combat drone, and no one has a plasma gun. So, what happened to the guard's body? Meh. Okay. It's fine. What do you got in here? Oh, give me a break. I got this. I got this. This is our safe cracking shirt, and this is our safe cracking helmet.
Wow. How'd you do that?
Now, I could have just put on my safe cracking helmet or something just to get me over the hump, but at some point, as you get a high enough safe cracking skill, you will have the ability to not use lockpicks when you try to open something. So that was my intent in doing that. I wasn't just going for overkill, just for effect. Throw our long guns back on here. For what I'm doing, I should be wearing determination gear to help out my companions with their damage. Why am I stealing things? I shouldn't be stealing things. How do you know this stuff doesn't belong to me? This could be mine. This could totally be mine. I mean, we are on the Hope. The ship's logs here effectively are not that interesting. Just talk about everybody being annoyed that they're gonna die because everybody's starving.
Contaminant target.
I love a good brawl!
Get him, Sam. Get him.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
I thought there was another one around here somewhere. Let's see. There is another way to go here. You probably caught it when we were outside. I'll show it to you here. I don't think there is a... no. If you were to come out here and go up this ladder, this is this space station is set up very similarly to the Groundbreaker. So if you found a way to maneuver on the Groundbreaker without being detected, you could take a similar approach here. Coming up top leads you over the checkpoint where all the guards were. Down here is where we just were. Finally probably noticed that. Come over here. You can get down here.
We gotta talk about this.
Underneath there is a little crate. Just a little bit of ammo in it. It also gives you another perspective on that next room of guards. But ultimately, it will kind of lead you over top of everything. Sorry, I just wanted to show you there was some other loot down there. I didn't mean to backtrack. So if we come up here, We can get up here and over, and you can walk around now, and you're on the other side where all those guards were walking around down here. You can see the bodies, right? And then coming over here, pop in. Hey, look, our little sprite friends. Kind of gives us a back door into a otherwise restricted area. Grab all this stuff. So if you pop out here, there are robots out here. And wherever you are is what determines on like kind of how you're interacting or where the robots are. And how you can get past them with your purple bar. So this just puts you a little further in than you would have otherwise been had you just dropped down and gone through the door that's right underneath here. That door is that door right there. So if we go down there, it's just out here where we were attacking the guards. Effectively, it just gives you a way to reset your purple bar so you can maintain stealth as you go through here. There is a way to shut down all the robots if you want. Honestly, I have zero interest in doing that. I would much prefer to have everybody just go attack them.
Somebody get down!
Uh-oh. Sam, where you at, buddy? Get this
Unit
thing?
moving to destination.
Get that one.
This area has been sanitized.
Get him. Well done. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of silly, but ultimately they just give you more experience if you let them do the job. So you can even see this late part in the game, even as well armed as they are and as well armored as they are, they still are taking some pretty hefty damage from, you know, the robots and everything else as they're being attacked on hard. It really scales up with the difficulty. It's the same way if you get into Supernova, I'm going to assume. And maybe one of the reasons that you may want to carry different armors with you with different setups where you have mods for higher resistance to plasma, higher resistance to electrical damage, higher resistance to N-ray damage, all that good stuff. So just something to keep in mind as you're moving around the various parts of the game. If you're having trouble with getting picked off by some of the nastier enemies, that might be an approach you want to take to get around it. You know what? I don't know that I want to do that just yet.
Am I the only one who wants to scratch my name on one of those pods?
Go for it.
Yeah, I figured.
Unit is in motion. Beep, beep, beep.
Kill those things.
I'm on it!
There, on the job.
Well done,
That's the
Sam.
last of him!
Well done, my boy. Communications cannot be powered until the reactor is repaired. Alright. Trying to clean up robots and pretty much anything else that's going to stand in our way. Ah! Yeah, you don't want to hear that sound. That sound is bad. Let's see here. I do have a pretty high skill level with engineering. But it's not required, apparently. Continue. Patch Ada's communication system into the Hope.
We're not exploding, so guess
No,
it
we are
worked.
not. I suppose it did. Wrong way. We'll just go through here in order to get there this time. We don't need to take the back way. There we
Can
go.
you hear me, Captain?
I can
I have
indeed.
successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems.
Well done.
And am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
Excellent.
Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge?
Nah, we're
Oh,
good.
sorry. File not found.
That looks like a bad sprat. You guys get in there and deal with that thing.
Scrubbing the dirt out.
Who's next? Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.